Good evening. Aloha kakahiyaka. That means good morning from Hawaii. My name is Des Asenas, and I'll be here with you tonight on this program. Very, very exciting program indeed. But of course, it's not just from Hawaii who's gonna be here on the program. We have Ate Joanna May. Ate, how are you doing?
Good evening, guten Abend, guten Avond, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Good evening to everyone and I wish everyone a happy new year. Hello po, Des. And my name is Joanna May Santiago. I'm here in the Netherlands, currently live in Amsterdam. And also with us tonight is Henry Inocencio. Henry?
Aloha ahi ahi to my fellow friend from Hawaii, Des. I'm also originally from Hawaii. My name is Henry Inocencio, currently in Kaiserslautern, Germany. Temporary, but still enjoying it here for quite a few years. I've been loving it so far. Spent the New Year's here, and there's a reason why I mentioned the New Year's. Really enjoying it here. How about you, Gerd? How are you there this evening?
Hello, Henry. Yeah, all is fine here. Thank you very much that be with us. And yeah, I'm from the local of Berlin in Germany, and I'm here with my family. So that is my son.
My name is Bruder Lukas.
That's my son Lucas, and then my small son Liam, and my wife Annalyn.
Hi, hello, happy New Year to everybody there. How do you say
Happy New
Happy
Year.
New Year in Deutsch?
Frohes neues Jahr.
Whatever Brother Kurt said. Henry, I know you haven't forgotten your roots yet. What about in Hawaii? If you still remember, how do we say Happy New Year in Hawaii?
Happy New Year in Hawaii is Haole Makahiki Ho, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes, I think so.
A plus. We still got it.
I know. It's like whatever language we're saying it, there's always the word happy at the beginning, right? We're wishing everybody the happiest of the coming year because that's what we always look forward to in the new year. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight as well. Our topic is from fireworks to fresh beginnings because every year we feel like we're given like a fresh start at the start of the first day of the year. But before we go into that, I want to ask Joanna, how did you celebrate your New Year's Eve?
Oh, it was an unforgettable experience because this is the second time I celebrated my New Year's Eve without my family. And this time of the year, it's in a new country, which is the Netherlands, and also another culture. But it was fun because I'm surrounded with international people, and it's really a very nice experience and an unforgettable one. How about you, Henry? Did you celebrate it with your family or with other people, neighbors?
Yeah, so our New Year's, we spent it with other brethren. It was bittersweet because this is our third New Year's Eve here, and a New Year. And some of them they're leaving this year, so it's kind of sad. But we really enjoyed the night. We went outside to see the fireworks. We got to see everyone just in a really great mood. Everyone hugging each other. It's very sentimental moments. Knowing that we're not gonna see this is our last New Year's with you, holding back tears a little, but it was very very enjoyable. We really enjoyed it. How was it there for you, Gerd? Did you guys do anything special there where you're at? How was your New Year's celebration?
Our New Year was really fine. We celebrate with some one neighbor and some brethren, and yeah, we did a barbecue with karaoke, and yeah, then the kids on before 12 they become some gift, and yeah, and then we go outside by 12 because it's the time where we say Happy New Year, and we go out and look about the fireworks and the nice lights in the air. It was really nice. Yeah.
Like karaoke, I mean, I could understand if it's like a Filipino family, right? But Gerd's family is German. I just want to know, um, were you born and raised in that region in Berlin?
No, no. That's by me. It's so I'm born in Hamburg, but my
Mm.
wife is a Filipina, and
Mm.
I'm a long time with Filipinos together. Same before I know my wife, and my first karaoke what I bring from Philippines, that was 2004. I bring it back here, and this time still working my karaoke here, so we use it many times.
I think that's one of the things that will not, it's a staple in a Filipino household, right? Henry grew up here in Hawaii, and there's a big mix of Filipino and Hawaiian practices, and singing is part of it. But I just want to ask everyone here, especially for the Luman family, right? It's a mix of German and Philippine, and of course Christian culture. Was there any particular, like a practice or event or a moment on your New Year's Eve that, in your celebration, that was very special for you, or the most fun? I want to ask Lucas, maybe, what was like the most fun for you?
Jetzt.
What?
Y-
Was dir am schönsten gefallen hat, am meisten gefallen hatte.
Ja, ich habe mich halt am meisten gefreut über die Geschenke, auch die Gäste, das Essen, das Feuerwerk. Ja.
uh, Eating, probably, right? Eating your favorite food. That should be it. What about you, Joanna? Because you celebrated a different country this time, right?
Yes, that's because last year I spent it in Germany and also with Filipino brethren. And now this is the first time that I celebrated it. I celebrated it with other brethren too, but most of them are Dutch and other nationalities and not just Filipino. We also did karaoke, but I celebrated it more with expats, other nationalities. And yes, it was so fun because I was able to celebrate it with my host family, which is a Dutch family, and then the next family I went to were the Brethren, which is a mix of people from Suriname, Dutch people, Filipino, and then yeah, Chinese. So it's really a mix. And then by the time the clock it was 12 in the midnight, like we were doing fireworks outside and watching the fireworks also in the sky. The people, the neighbors of the friends I went to, they just went to us and then they started greeting us happy new year, which was very cozy, which was very warm for me to experience as a foreigner in this country. So it was really an unforgettable experience. And how about you, Henry? Was there a particular tradition or event or moment on New Year's Eve last 2024 that stood out to you and why?
Stood out to me was that it really just reminded me of home. It's funny because it's not necessarily where you are, but it's who you're with that makes the New Year special. So, like, knowing what goes on back in Hawaii, looking at all of the social media posts, it's really not so different here in Germany and then the other side of the world back home. It's at 11:55 or so. That's when all the everyone goes outside. That's when it becomes really loud and the sky becomes very flashy, and everyone's just really excited. So one thing I really liked was, I'm a little older this year and I can't last as long as I used to in the late night hours. And so, like, when it was around 11:30 or so, we actually all started to get a little tired. We had the karaoke, but not everyone had the energy to sing anymore as it got to 11:30, 11:40. And then someone said, okay, 10 minutes left, let's go outside. So we all went outside, and then all the fireworks started to light up. It was midnight. We're all, yelling happily, and the sky is flashing with nice colors. And then when you go back inside, we're just re-energized again. Like, everyone's just in a great mood again. And so that's what I liked was all the traditions kind of stayed the same. And yeah, I got older, things a little, energy got a little low at some points. And we also had a chocolate fondue or cheese fondue at the time. So we had a lot of energy, a lot of food going. But at the same time, if you eat a little too much food, we all know what happens. But that fireworks kind of gave us a little boost, and it just made the tradition of the midnight fireworks. It just gave us another boost of energy that we really it really made the night a lot more special. So I know Des back home back in Hawaii. I saw all the fireworks and I was like, oh, I missed
Oh,
that. But actually, we had the same amount of fireworks here. I think we were just as much
but
as you.
we didn't have the cheese fondue.
Oh, but wala,
Did you did you have that back then when you were here in Hawaii?
no, we never really had the fondue. So that's the thing is that fondue is really big here. So I was really like
Mhm.
impressed. We had fondue for 2 or 3 nights in a row, and like, oh, we just kept eating all the fruits and all the different the potatoes, and like it was just really good. But I still do miss the food back home for sure.
That's true. That's true. And food will always be something that it's one of the main attractions, so to speak, right? It's like we focus our energy on shopping, making the list for the food that we wanted to eat, um, even for the day off. For breakfast, it's like spread out during the day. Oh, this is what we're gonna have on New Year's Eve, and then on January 1st, probably the first leftover, the first reheating. That's what we usually anticipate, right? Now, the Luman family, that's also like that's like a family celebration. But who were you with during New Year's Eve celebration, and how was it special? How was their presence shaped the way you welcomed 2025?
We was by ourselves home this time. Normal, we move to different places each year, so
Mm-hmm.
we change each year. But this time we say we will stay home. So and yeah, the special was of course with the barbecue with our neighbors and friends, brothers and sisters, and then same with yeah, with the gift for the kids. So they because they were so excited to become the gifts, so we let in long time wait. But if they became that, they were so happy and yeah, that was nice to see. And then same if we enjoy outside with the lights together. And then of course the same we have here in Germany that we greet to each other as with the neighbors and what we see. So it's normal here too. Yeah.
Yep. And I see that a lot of posts right now, people just prefer to stay home with their own families and wear uh, matching outfits. They have a theme, but mostly with families. A long time ago, it's one of the practices is to gather with some other people, right? It's like a big celebration, but I don't know if it has something to do with age, Henry. Like, I think as we get older, we wanted to just just sit quietly at home, maybe take a nap to get ready, and then go eat, and then tired, take a nap. Okay, wait for 11:59. It's time to get up and go. But in your case, because I'm not partial here. I'm just curious because Henry is from Hawaii, and now he's experiencing an entirely different celebration with different people. But in your case, was it anyone else that's extra special that you spent it with, or your first time celebrating it with them, and how did that enrich your New Year's Eve experience?
The New Year's experience for us was like when we went outside, there were a lot more neighbors out there, and um, it felt warm. It felt like I said, it's not so far from Hawaii in terms of how they celebrate the New Year. So to have that sense of what's the word? Like we're all just in a great mood to enter the year
Mm-hmm.
with such positivity, and when you see other people in that level of excitement, all the same, it makes you realize that we're all not that different. We
Mm-hmm.
all have a positive outlook. We all want to start
Mhm.
the new year like in a very in a positive light, and how I was tired and became energized. The other families who came outside too, they were all energized, and they had bigger fireworks. They had and back home their fireworks, we don't have certain fireworks back in Hawaii, but here they have all the ones that go into the air. So it's a
Wow.
yeah, the restrictions here in terms of the fireworks, everyone's lighting up the sky. So that's why I say
Nice.
it's a very colorful night, very lots of flashes, and we're all in a great mood. So you would think that it might be a little different here, but it's really almost the same, and that's what I found
Mm.
very very surprising. Is it kind of like that there too, Joanna, in the Netherlands?
Well, to be honest, Henry, as what you've said, like we wanted to stay at home and be just cozy up because it's cold and everyone's there. But to be honest, I also wanted to do that, just stay with my host family and then enjoy the New Year's Eve with them and then do the countdown. But then my host mom said, "Go out, please. I want you to experience your last New Year's Eve here in the Netherlands and then enjoy." And I did went out, and I live in the center of the city, and it's not yet 7 p.m., I think, and they're starting to do the fireworks and it's everywhere. And so I went to a friend, which is at the outskirts of Amsterdam, which is west, I think. And yeah, I celebrated it there. And it's not as much fireworks that I saw and heard in the center in Amsterdam. Well, it was still fun, but if I remember it right, there was a code yellow with the wind. So it was windy during New Year's Eve here in the Netherlands. So we were still able to do the fireworks and saw a lot of like colorful fireworks in the sky, but then the wind is there. So we weren't really able to see the actual, boom of the fireworks. So yeah, Gerd, I wanted to ask, did you try anything new with your family or something different during the New Year's Eve, and how did it go?
Yeah, normal is always the same what we do, but always with a new fun again. So we're always happy to do it. And yeah, the only what is changing, what I say, it's that we always move to different places each year, but this time we stay at home. So and it's yeah was better. Well, was not better, but it's was nice to stay at home, not always to turn around. Yeah.
I'm just curious about the food though, because the Luman family is a mix of Filipino and German. What is like? Can you just describe to us what's like a traditional New Year's Eve spread? Like what's on the menu usually, or what did you have last time?
So what we did is we have a raclette. This is like a small barbecue for the table. So at home.
Mm.
So and yeah, we have then different vegetables and yeah, chicken, beef, whatever. So you can have that as a grill, and then under the grill you have some fun. It's a small fun where you can do different inside and with cheese together and then yeah sometimes you have separate other things like salad or what I have too. It's we have chicken sticks. So there is
Mm.
a Asia chicken stick with a special marinade, and this was really nice. Yeah, normal in
Oh.
German, it's this they do always like Kartoffelsalat and Würstchen. So that's meaning. But by us, we make it right now, long time ago, that we have our barbecue with our raclette.
Mm. But who's the main cook? Is it you or the missus?
So for the New Year, it's more me,
Ah, only for the new year.
and for the special things.
Oh wow. So he's the special cook for
But
every
my wife
special.
is good too. So
I
it's
cook every day.
So at least for New Year's Eve, it's
sometimes I
Gerd's
need to
turn.
do special, so she feel good too.
Now, looking back at New Year's Eve, what moment or feeling? We're always like it's a mix of emotions. There's excitement. There's just the awe for the fireworks display, and usually that moment. it gives us so many different our emotions are like all over the place all at the same time. We all have that. But what moment or feeling do you want to carry with you into 2025? I want to ask Henry first because I'm partial to him. Okay.
So every new year here, it's like a countdown. It's a sad countdown because I really don't want to go home yet. Really enjoying it
Oh.
here. I really miss home. Don't get me wrong, Des. I
Mhm.
do want to go back and visit, and I want to stay. But I'm getting closer to some of the families here. We're growing a lot of uh, bonds, deep bonds with some of the families here. We enjoy the getting to know them. They get to know us. They cut my children's hair. you know they we help each other out. We're just so close now. And then every year that passes, it's like 1 year left to go. Maybe we're going home already. So it's like we're about to say goodbye, and we all know what goodbye feels. So you want to cover that with the joy of entering the new year, so you're also happy. Yeah, you cover that with a lot of happiness, and you're actually shouting in the air your happiness when you see the fireworks blow up in the air, and it's like, wow, I'm in a good mood. We're gonna enter the year. I'm gonna accomplish my goals. And then still in the back of my mind, it's like, oh no, one of these families that we're close to is also leaving at this time. Like, so it's like you said, it's a mixture of emotions. You go back and forth. Oh, I'm happy. Oh, I'm a little sad. Oh, I'm happy again. And you see all the other families, and you're hugging each other. You're saying, oh, Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year, sister. So there's that closeness. And that was that feeling that I want to carry with me, is that we're creating a lot of meaningful relationships here with those who we spend our time with. They help us out, we help them out, we get to know them, we spend a lot of time with them. And so I just want to continue that feeling of just getting to know more people, more brethren, and just that bond, that unity, that feeling that you get as you grow your family. Your comfort zone opens up, and you let more families into your circle. It really just means a lot, especially in the church. It means a lot to when you get to know brethren from the other side of the world. And knowing, Des, you know this, we're in the island, we're stuck in the island, we're surrounded by an ocean. So to come all the way this way and to create meaningful relationship like that, it really means a lot. So that's what I would carry into 2025. How about you, Joanna? What would you carry into 2025 that you bring from last year, whether you learned something new or something you just want to carry with you into this new year to make this year a great new year?
Well, I did learn a lot last year, Henry, and just like you, I also miss home, but I already create I it this is already home for me, and also in a few months I'm also going back home, so I'm being emotional right now. But to be honest, I do miss home, but because I go to church, I eat Filipino food, I cook Filipino food at home, so I'm still able to, especially with the food, it doesn't really, I still feel that I'm home, but I want to go home, maybe see my family, but I still want to come back, especially here in Europe, because I made a lot of relationships with people already, connected with a lot of people. So, well, it feels, yeah, it's bittersweet, but then I also want to carry the feeling of just being at the present. Like you meet a lot of people, you have a lot of emotions, feelings, you experience a lot of things, but then at the end of the day, what you really prioritize, that you're living the present, and just without thinking that, oh, I don't want to think about this and that, I'm going home. I Especially for me, that I'm going home in a few months, I want to cherish the few months left before going home. But it's very special for me since I experienced two countries, living in two countries, and
Yeah.
a lot of people. I know that I met a lot of Filipinos, but also as part, because I came here to do cultural exchange programs. So I know
Mm.
myself that I can attest that I really did experience it, especially when I came here and moved here to the Netherlands. And I was able to really experience it. And yes, it's bittersweet, but I still want to carry it throughout the year 2025.
So do you wanna come back or do you wanna explore other countries doing that, the exchange program?
No, Des. I'm already done with the program because I did it in Germany and then did it again here in the
Mm.
Netherlands. But I really loved the culture and traditions and the places here in Europe. So if it's God's will, I'm coming
Ah.
back.
Yeah, you're still both young, no? Even Gerd, yeah, he's young and he's got a young family. But you know what? In my case, I don't know. I'm probably like a sentimental old, you know, person. When every time New Year's Eve comes and I see fireworks, I am all emotional and sentimental. I don't know if you've experienced that, Gerd, but I cried. I cried every time I would watch no the fireworks display on New Year's Eve. Because in other occasions it's like wow, there's usually the pattern, the colors and all that, and you'll appreciate that. But for New Year's Eve, I've experienced this in the last couple of years, especially. I am crying, and who cries at fireworks? But for me, it feels that the hope, the our topic today, fresh beginnings. That's what is symbolic for me. So lighting up the night sky, all in bright colors, and just appreciating that moment and thanking God for all the blessings as you wish the past year goodbye, and being with family as we all have done in our New Year's Eve, right? We spent it with our families and just praying together, being together, appreciating the many blessings that God has given us in the past years. For me, that's what me standing there outside my house looking at the fireworks in the sky, that's just what's going through my mind. And if I can redo that every day, I'd love to do that, because it for me it's like, oh, okay, you get a new start, okay, what's done is done, get a new start. And I hope it's the same thing. If you want to cry, go ahead and cry. But let's just read some comments here from our viewers. And they've been sharing what they had during New Year's Eve. And there's before that, there's actually a birthday we'd like to give a shout out to. It's Sister Claire Gliocam, if I said it right. It's a greeting from Camario Calvello. I think they're from the Berlin cluster, or the locale of Berlin. So you probably know them. Claire Gliocam, happy birthday. And of course, Berlin is here supporting the program. And
Happy
of
birthday.
course, there you go. Heidelberg is here with led by Rachel, of course. And then they shared some of their food. Um, I see they had raclette as well. Did you see that, Joanna, Henry? I see that they have like a mix of Filipino food there as well. Let's just greet brother Orlando Mangiat from Frankfurt, and he's also uh, greeting from all of us here as well. Brother Jerry Aliermo and family there in Frankfurt. Brother Scott Agustin, hello. Did you see that? What Scott had? Scott was saying something about what food they had during New Year's. Do you see anything else, Henry?
Uh, I see a message from Mark Ikban. Fireworks are fun, but you must be safe. And we talked a lot about fireworks, but yes, fireworks are
Yes.
fun, but we still need to be very safe with them. So I
Just
totally agree.
watch.
Yes, we just need to be very careful. Just look up in the sky. That's good enough. We don't have to be the ones to light it. Our neighbors let our neighbors
Yeah,
light.
and it's expensive too. So it's like just imagine it. I know that's fun and it's probably something that you'd like to do, but number one is safety, right? So if you can do it safely, why not? Second is consider also the amount of money that you're gonna spend on that one. Maybe it's because it's just gonna burn for a couple of seconds, right? But the nice thing here in Hawaii, I'm sure it's the same thing in Netherlands, in Germany. But right after the fireworks, everybody's out there cleaning up. So right after
Oh,
the fireworks, right? No,
uh,
in No, at least in my neighborhood, right after the fireworks died down, you will hear the sweeping, like you'll hear the banging of the trash bins or plastic bags and everything. Or at least that's what's going on in my neighborhood. I
Oh
hope
yeah,
there's some.
it's not happening here. That's one thing I'm
Oh,
a
Here,
little
okay.
neither.
Yeah, I always say thank you neighbors because they provide the show and they clean up after themselves, which is very good. Now, no, we didn't do this earlier, but I think this is also a good time for us to take a little break and play something. No, get our minds to think about something, and would like to invite all our audience on YouTube to join us as well. It's an icebreaker, but we're in the middle of the program, but let's do this one. Kuya Irene, Kuya Pong, let's play that. There. So our icebreaker is actually an option. So would you rather? So we'll be bringing up two options for everyone and let us know which one you prefer. So our first option or a question is, okay, Kuya, would you rather start a new project in a new city or stay in a familiar place and explore new things? Let's start with GERD. New project in a new city or familiar place, same place where you are, just explore new things. You're muted, brother.
Uh, I think it's a. Oh, yeah, now I can see more. The second one. So
Can you go back?
it was a pass.
Yeah, kuya. New city or stay where you are and just explore it.
There we are. Yeah, stay we are where we are now.
Stay where, yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. What is it the same thing? Joanna just said she wants to go somewhere else.
Yes, for me, Des, I'd rather start a new project in a new city because for me, I can see myself growing as an individual, like in a new environment.
Oh, yeah. What about Henry?
I'm a very moody person. I don't know if that's a bad thing, but it's like I've me, Des. I've been in Hawaii my whole life up until
Mhm.
we moved in Germany. So my answer for the larger part of my life was on the left side. Stay, sorry, the right side. Stay where you are and explore the city. So we stayed in Hawaii for, I would say, 90% of my life, and then now we ended up here, and now I love it here. And so
Mm.
I think it depends on where you're at in your life, in your situation, your family, and your career, and all of that. So as for now, my answer is, I'm living my answer right now. Start a new project in a new city. What was
Mm.
your answer, Des?
I'll do half half. Like start something here and well, this is my home base. So I want to explore, right? And then probably 2 3 days go do something, right? Finish it, come back, explore here, and then if there's another opportunity somewhere else, why not, right? We're while we are still able, why not? And I see Irene, I Sister Irene Calvelo saying that stay in a familiar place for now. So maybe if you even if going on vacation, just explore the area for now. Why not? Because you haven't really seen the entire place, right? I don't know with Henry, you've lived here for most of your life. If you've actually gone to all the other islands or other places yet.
What's funny is that every time, me, I used to take out a lot of the visiting brethren and get to know
Oh.
them very well. And then they ask the question, Henry, have you been to this place? Like, no, where's that? What are you talking about? So it's like they know the place better than you do, or they know the
Yeah.
place better than I do, and I'm from here, born and raised here. Like, oh, where's that? I've
Mhm.
never been there before. And then you end up going with them. It's like, oh yeah, this is a fun place. I should go here again. So it's funny that it takes visitors to get you more acquainted with where you're at. So, and I
Yeah.
probably experienced the same thing back in Hawaii.
Uh-huh. Tour guide being the tourist.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. GERD actually is from a different region. So Hamburg, and then now in Berlin, right? So any other places in Germany or other places that you'd want to explore though with the family?
what I like, it's like Munich. I think it's a nice place. It's
Mm.
really one what I will try if I can do it. But sometimes I like to go back to Hamburg. I miss Hamburg a lot.
Oh. Yeah, I wish I can go there too. But well, let's say hi to Kanenita Catalan. Hello po. And of course kay Ka Joel and Ina Reynoso. Ayan na si Claire Giocam already is on the chat. Brother Stefan Shellman. Hello to everybody there. Now let's go on to the next two options. Kuya Pong, Kuya Irene. Would you rather Dun, 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 dun. And Romer said, explore a new city, new adventure, new fun. So, would you rather try a new hobby each season? So, I've 4 seasons usually, but in Hawaii we only have like 2. But we go with the 4 seasons. Like new hobby each season or perfect one skill over time. Who wants to go first? Joanna? Like she's in deep thought, right?
Yeah,
One hobby each
I'm
season.
quite thinking because I'm not a multitasker, but then I wanted to. It's maybe not perfect it over time, but I want to learn
Mhm.
something, that I could really use. But then I don't want
Mhm.
to change to another one if I didn't really learn that perfect. Well, the way I wanted it to. So I'm in the
Mm.
middle somehow.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, and that makes sense because actually, especially for those who are very busy with work, with school, and whatever project you're working on, you can only accommodate one thing at a time, probably, and you wanted to just concentrate on that one. But is it the same thing with you, Gerd, or would you just wanna, or anyone, Annalyn maybe, or the kids, one skill to be the best of, or want to try something every season. Like if it's winter, I will try to be the best skier. And summer, best swimmer. Is that the same thing in your family, Gerd?
Yeah, sometimes we try different things in the seasons. Like more summer, so we have like a stand-up paddle. So that's really nice. Or we go swim. In the winter, we can slide by the snow. Um, Schlitten fahren. Yeah. I don't know what's Schlitten in English
Ooh.
now. So that's yeah, there's different things what we can do in different seasons. So and then yeah, we're nice to do it.
Yeah, why not, right? Especially in places where you have different seasons and like here in Hawaii, we can't do skiing here. So we really have to go somewhere else if we want to try that. So if you get the opportunity, why not? And that's the same thing with the Irene Juliet Calvello. She said try a new hobby each season. And yeah, if you can, why not, right? At least for this year, you can do that, and then next year if you want to try a different sport or hobby for that season, that's something to think about as well, right? So who else shared their choices here? If you see anyone, Kenjin Libunao, a new hobby each season. Oh, Berlin is coming in strong. I see a lot of Berlin Meissen uh, clusters coming in here, and also from Wiesbaden, Sister Michelle Wagner. And who else do you see in there? Venusa Lorenzo from, wow, Berlin, supporting you. Hello, Berlin. Congratulations. I think that's it for our icebreaker here, right? Kuya Pong, Kuya Irene? And there you have it. All right. So we'll just pause for a very quick break, and we'll be right back here on INC Radio, Central Europe Satellite Studio Program. Please stay, and we'll be right back.
Nakikinig kayo sa Iglesia ni Cristo Radio, DCEM 954, ang tinig ng katotohanan.
Ngayong Lunes sa Like and Share. Tara't alamin ang sekreto sa pagnenegosyo. Tikman ang ginataang munggo na tiyak pasok sa panlasa ng buong pamilya. Tuklasin ang ganda ng dansol. Sa episode na ito, i-feature natin ang mga vlogs mula sa mga distrito eklesyastiko sa Pangasinan. Kaya samahan nyo kami this Monday on Like and Share, January 6, 2025 at 2 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. Dito lang sa INCRadio.
Uy! Kayo pala yan! Hello everyone, this is your brother Lucky po. Saya District President, Kadiwa District Officer, CMD PES Officer, and District Multimedia Member. Have you heard of something new coming up? In this new program, self-development and lifelong learning. If you want to improve yourself and be a better version of yourself, tune in na po Mondays to Friday at 10 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. At sama-sama po tayong mag-explore, matuto at maging inspired araw-araw dito sa INC Radio. Kaya, kita-kits po!
Welcome back to all of our viewers and our listeners. This is INC Radio Central Europe. And welcome back. And to our viewers and listeners that just tuned in, please continue to comment and interact with us on our YouTube comment section. And yes, our topic conversation for today is from fireworks to fresh beginnings. So I would like to greet everyone again that's watching and listening a happy new year. And before we continue, as part of our regular broadcast here in District of Central Europe, here is a new segment of German is Fun from our sister Malu Francisco. Kuya Tek.
German is fun. Deutsch macht Spaß. Hallo zusammen, willkommen zu Deutsch macht Spaß. Welcome to German's Fun. It's been Schwester Malu Francisco. I'm Sister Malu Francisco, welcoming you to another episode of Fun Learning German. For today, we'll practice pronouncing the German letter V. The German letter V is pronounced like the English F, as in the word father, 50, forever, faith. All you have to do is place the upper front teeth on the lower lip and let the stream of air pass through without causing any vibration in your vocal cords. Like this. We say father. In German, Vater. For today, we have 5 German words. First, I'll say the English equivalent and then the German equivalent twice. And just repeat after me. Father, der Vater. Der Vater. Bird, der Vogel. Der Vogel. 4, 4. Lecture, as in the university lecture, die Vorlesung. Die Vorlesung. To understand, verstehen. Verstehen. Noch einmal. Verstehen. Verstehen. German is fun. Deutsch macht Spaß. Try to find some time every day, let's say 5 minutes, and have fun practicing these words. German is fun. Deutsch macht Spaß. This has been today's episode of German is Fun. Deutsch macht Spaß. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Thank you very much for watching. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Till next time. Tschüss. German is fun. Deutsch macht Spaß. German is fun. Deutsch macht Spaß.
Thank you very much, Sister Malu, and I hope a lot of us learned something again from our German is fun, Deutsch macht Spaß. And now we will move on to our CFO in action. Kuya Tek.
And of course, the District of Central Europe has been very busy with a lot of activities, and we have the following activities. Of well, let's first start with the winter drive that was held there in Berlin. And good thing we have Gerd here to talk about that.
Yeah, that's today. That's about INC giving. That is um, activity what we have in the church. So, on this topic for this time is about the winter clothing. So, the brothers and sisters in Berlin, they was preparing some clothes. A lot of spending, and they have so for a special place for people where needed this winter clothes, so that we can help them, so they are getting warm and not by the cold weather. Right now it's really cold outside. That's why it's really needed. And yeah, this is spent from the brothers and sisters here in Berlin. And you can see they are really helpful and really happy to spend it. And I think that we will do each year again, because it's a good activity. And yeah, it's good if we can help others.
I wish we can have the same thing here in Hawaii, but we don't need that thick jackets. But believe it or not, we do wear them,
Yeah,
right,
we
Henry?
spend.
Yes, we do wear thick jackets. When the temperature drops to about 68, 70. Anyway, that's a really important activity that's being held across the world in all of the congregations of the Church of Christ, because there are a lot of people who are needing warm clothing, especially during the season. Now let's move on to the next activity, which is a bowling activity held in Munich. Ate Joanna, tell us about this.
Yes, Des. So for our Central Europe activity of sports, the local congregation of Munich conducted a sports activity which is bowling. Well, we know that sports activities are fun, but we inside the church not only conduct it for the fun, but also for families to socialize and also to bond with each other. So you can see here on the pictures from the parents, the kids, the kuyas, the ates, the moms. They come together and socialize, and it's also some kind of activity where we can invite non-members of the church, where we can also, not only share our uh share the fun and socialize, but also to share our faith. And yeah, you can see the kids having fun and holding their own bowling balls, and I'm sure they had a lot of fun there.
Yeah, looks like it. And it's something that, everyone can enjoy. You're right about that. And also helps us build, the teamwork, of course, and our own skills as well. So those are the activities, but I see that Brother Scott actually posted some of the future activities for the district. He mentions a basic sign language, which is going to be next weekend. And then there's going to be the Buklod Mr. and Mrs. Chef this month. And what else? I think I saw him mentioning something about that another children's worship activity, or children's worship service activity there. Just get excited. There's a lot of activities that's coming, not just for this month, but for the entire year. And that's just a little snippet of the different activities in the Christian family organizations in Central Europe. Let's have that bumper out, Kuya Pong, Kuya Irene. Thank you very much. And as you know, Kuya Henry, right? Every week we have a lot of brethren tuning in to the program. And what do we have for them? What do we usually do?
So one thing we look forward to in every week is to count all of the hashtags of the locale that where you're from, and those who with the most end up in the top three clusters. So let's start to show that. Kuya Tech, who are our top three clusters from the previous week?
Third place, Frankfurt Cluster. Second place, Heidelberg Cluster. First place, Berlin Cluster.
Yeah. So that's one thing we like to see, brethren, is when we're in the INC radio and we see the chat always scrolling up. We actually get really excited to see the participation. So in our future and today we got to see the chat with your hashtag of your locale. It was very exciting to see that everyone's participating. So please continue to support us in INC Radio Central Europe, hashtag with your locale, and say greetings to the other brethren who are also participating. You can also ask us questions while we're speaking on the topic conversation, and always welcome to join us every week at 7 o'clock Central European time.
And I think all the clusters are represented here because I used to be with the Frankfurt cluster. So hello, yay, Frankfurt. And Heidelberg is represented by, you have to say your name. You have,
Yes.
and of course the top.
Stuttgart, we're all in that same cluster. We have a lot of support tonight. So thank you for those who are in my cluster. We are second
And
place
of
this
course, number one is from Berlin, represented by the Lumen
Hi.
family. Yay! Yay! And congratulations. And of course, the next week will reveal today's top clusters. So keep tuning in. Let us know where you're from and share also your thoughts, your feedback, or whatever you want to share with us on our topic for today. And as we close the program, we're going to we're going to go around. We're going to ask everyone to give their final thoughts on the topic and your greetings as well. So let's start with the Lumen family.
So I shout out to all of Berlin, then same to Hamburg and Meissen, and all viewers here right now, and and then our family from the Philippines, and my own family from Hamburg too. Do you have some thought? Well, Lukas, wie möchtest du grüßen? Also er möchte M grüßen.
You can greet me.
Yes.
Hi, Auntie Des.
Hi.
Mama, willst du ihn grüßen?
Shout out to everyone po.
And
Okay.
Liam. Yay.
Liam, shout out to Lolo Mario.
Oh, wow.
Lolo Bong.
All right. Thank you, Gerd. What about Henry?
Shout out to my family who's every time I'm on INC Radio, they're always actively watching and participating in the chat. Shout out to my brethren in Stuttgart and Heidelberg who joined us today. Oh, thank you for always supporting. Final thoughts for the new year. I mean, we entered the new year with mixed emotions. Sad to know that people are leaving, but happy to start a new year. Always happy to. I always need to enter a new year happy. Always need to enter a new year full of hope, full of faith, full of good feelings. Always prayerful that this year will bring forth more blessings to us and our family.
And yes, Joanna.
Yes, Des. Before I do my shout out, I actually saw a sister from the Philippines, and it's actually her birthday today, Sister Priscilla Batan
Yay!
from
Happy birthday, Ate
Rizal.
Priscilla!
Happy birthday po. And yes po, I want to do a shout out to my family here in the local of Amsterdam, and of course my family back home in the Philippines. My mom, my dad, my brother, and the whole family, and the my friends, the brethren in my former local in Gibraltar, Baguio City, and of course back in Germany, brother Stefan Schillman and sister Fiona, the Catalan family, and also my former host family, the Koenig family. Happy New Year.
You know what? I There's a lot of interesting comments here on our chat, and they shared what they had on New Year's Eve. uh, Sister Irene Calvelo said they watched Tagalog movie and they laughed a lot. And then they wanted to eat or have raclette as well, but instead they had pancit, the traditional Filipino food, and of course, uh, Sister Rachel, you know her, right? You had a combination of Filipino American German food in the Inocencio household. And let's just say hello to ka Jason Dulalas. Hello po to everyone there. Ka Joel Catalan. And of course, before we end the program, we'd like to thank everyone who tuned in today and for giving us this opportunity to to have the very first program for the year. And this is not going to be the norm, okay? Ate Des is only here for today, but I don't mind joining anytime. But thank you, everyone. To first of all, the CFO uh, advisor, Brother Scott Agustin, the district minister of Central Europe, Brother Jason Dulalas, the district minister, Brother Joel Catalan, and on the INC media production side, our section chief would like to say thank you to Brother Montreville Boy, the INC radio station manager, Brother Wally Taray, and most of all, we'd like to thank our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and also Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo, our CEBSI President and CEO. And our tech for tonight, Kuya Pong. Kuya Irene, thank you very much. And to everybody who tuned in, Central Europe, thank you very much. Vielen Dank. I hope I said it right. And whatever Gerd said on how to say Happy New Year, that's it. And that's it for me as well. That's us from Hawaii. Aloha, mahalo. Vielen Dank. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat. Happy birthday to everyone who's celebrating their birthday. May you all have a grand new year. A blessed, peaceful one. Thank you po. We'll see you next time.